the world's largest import expo, a catalyst propelling recovery amid pandemic uncertainties, a global stage showcasing the world's newest products, cutting-edge technologies and latest services, and a mega platform turbocharging access to China's massive consumer market. Join CGTN at the 4th China International Import Expo in Shanghai, where we show you the hottest consumer trends and pinpoint opportunities for growth.
Well, welcome everyone to our China International Import Expo CEO Roundtable. I'm Michael Wong. So, the CIIE is back and CGTN is back right here in Shanghai to provide you full coverage of the 4th edition of the CIIE. Of course, we are going to show you the latest products, technologies, and services on display. Of course, we are going to show you all the unique experiences that you can find in this massive exhibition area. 366,000 square meters of exhibition area for the 4th CIIE. And we will show you, of course, how CIIE is a platform for building an open global economy based on shared prosperity and opportunities for all. So, to kick us off on our CIIE coverage, we've got two fantastic panelists joining us in this beautiful studio overlooking, I'm not sure if our audience can see, but our beautiful Lu Jiazui studio where we can see the glistening skylines of Shanghai. We're joined here right in our CGTN studios by Ma Jun, who is the president of Volvo China Investment Company, as well as by Lars Eckerlein, who is the general manager of ABB. Ma Jun, you're also the senior vice president of Volvo Group. So welcome to you both of you. Just to let you know, you're our first panelists to kick off our CIIE coverage. So welcome. And both of you, AIIB and Volvo, you've been here 4 years in a row. Volvo Group has been here 4 years in a row. Every single CIIE, both of you have been here. But this year, of course, we still have the pandemic around the world. Against this backdrop of pandemic uncertainty, Majin, let me start with you, and then we'll come to you, Lars. What does the CIIE mean to you? What does it mean to Volvo Group?
Thank you, Michael, for having me here. Nice meeting you, Lars. Maybe I should start with a brief introduction of Volvo Group. Volvo Group drives prosperity through transport and infrastructure solutions. We offer Volvo trucks, buses, construction equipment, marine and industry engines. We also offer financial service and aftermarket service to increase our customers' uptime and productivity. Now, our headquarters is based in Gothenburg, Sweden. Right now, we have 100,000 employees. We have manufacturing sites in 18 countries and our sales in 190 markets. When I came here on the way, I read newspaper. I got to know that this year we will have nearly 3,000 commercial exhibitors for this year's CIIE. Yep. I think the number will surpass last year CIIE. The number itself, I think, tells the significance, the importance, and the attraction of this event. CIIE is the world's first import-themed national expo. It offers, as you mentioned, an open international and cooperative platform or stage for all foreign companies like Volvo Group. You know, we use it to increase the popularity of our brands, to showcase our most advanced products, service, and solutions. Yeah. We also pretty much look forward to meeting more of our Chinese customers and partners.
Yeah. I mean, like you mentioned, this really has become a platform to showcase, debut products for brands, either a world debut, a world premiere, or an Asia Pacific premiere. So it's great to see Volvo Group here at the 4th CIIE. Lars, what about you? What does the CIIE mean for ABB?
Yes, good morning. Glad to be here, and Martin, also very pleased to meet you. Let me also start by a brief introduction of ABB. Yeah. ABB is a global technology leader. We're driving the transformation of industry and society for a more sustainable and productive future. And we're active in electrification, in motion and process automation, and in robotics and discrete automation. China is our second largest market globally. We have a very strong footprint here. We're covering the entire business activities here, from research and development, close to 1,500 research and development specialists, over manufacturing and also sales and services with about 15,000 people that we do have in China. As you rightly mentioned, this is our 4th time that we're joining CIIE, so we've been there from the very first exhibition in 2018. And it's really impressive how CIIE has become a world-leading trade fair. And that's of real value to us. So just to give you a few examples, we've been exhibiting over 130 of our advanced products and solutions at the past 3 CIIEs. We've also been welcoming more than 100 delegations from local governments, also from SOEs at our booth at CIIE. And we've been able to sign around 70 cooperation agreements with our local partners and customers over the last 3 years. This is why we're here again.
Okay. Are you prepared to come to the 5th CIIE, or is it too early to tell?
We have signed up for that already.
For the 5th CIIE already. Okay. And I want to ask you guys about what you're bringing this year to the 4th CIIE specifically. Majin, what about you? Let's start with Volvo Group first.
Yeah, I think we have been joined for 4th time, as you mentioned. This year, the speciality is we actually will bring all our business area, 4 business areas: Volvo Construction Equipment, Volvo Trucks, Volvo Panda, and Volvo Financial Service to join. We will showcase our most intelligent, smart, I think innovative, and also sustainable products and service. As you mentioned, we will have a number of China debuts or even world offline debuts of the products. The world offline debuts, I just give you one example. You know, a few years ago, Volvo and Lego, the toy company, designed a particular wheel loader. And based on that concept, the engineers of both companies developed a real autonomous, fully electric wheel loader by using the exact concept of the Lego. You know, we try to think out of box. I think that is something you definitely should go to our booth to have a see.
Experience. Wow, so Lego, you teamed up with Lego to build this model. And then it eventually became reality.
A real product.
Okay. There's also, I read, there's a ship simulator, right? Volvo Penta. What is that all about? I want to try that out.
We will show our electric driveline for our boats, and there will be a simulator. Basically, you can watch the screen, you know, add a lot of interaction with visitors. You can try how to speed up a boat or how to automatically park the boat.
I got to try that out. Which booth is Volvo in?
We are in this advanced industry and information technology section.
Okay, all right. Is ABB in the same area pretty much?
We are in the same area, and I just made a note in my calendar that I need to visit the Volvo booth.
You
made
thank
me
you. You're welcome.
Really
I will
curious.
be there waiting for you.
Good. So let's both try that out, right? That ship simulator. That should be a cool experience. Lars, like I mentioned, you know, I feel the CIIE is constantly changing itself. It's getting better and better every single year. How have you seen the CIIE change throughout the years? Because organizers, I feel they're getting better in terms of bringing buyers to the CIIE, identifying who these buyers are, and then better matchmaking buyers with sellers at the CIIE. But from your perspective, how has this expo changed throughout 4 sessions?
Look, Michael, I've mentioned before how beneficial it has been in the past already through the many visits that we've seen, through the products that we've been able to exhibit. And I would just see it's just becoming more and becoming better every year. So this year, we'll be bringing more than 40 of our advanced products and digital solutions to CIIE from 9 different countries. So just to give a few examples here, we'll be bringing an advanced energy management system there. We'll have our Azipod electric propulsion, that's for ships. There we'll have ABB Ability digital powertrain solutions there, and we have our latest generation of collaborative robots there on display. We will also have a demo where our collaborative robot Yumi, that's a dual arm robot, will be doing Chinese calligraphy.
Wow.
So maybe that's something to attract you to our booth for a return visit. Then. In addition to that, we'll be launching new products as well. So we'll have 4 new products that we're launching this year. One of them being a greenhouse gas emission detection system.
Yeah.
Another one, our NeoGear advanced switchgear, a latest locally tailored version of our cabinet drive, ACS 880, and a digital version of our furnace temperature field solution.
Yeah.
If I want to find kind of a common denominator of all of those new products, it's sustainability.
Sustainability, okay.
They're all promoting sustainability, and that's why we've selected as a theme for our booth this year, ABB Partner of Choice for Sustainable Development.
Okay, and we're going to talk about sustainability in a few moments, but I want to get your perspectives overall on the business environment here in China, because I feel, Volvo Group and ABB bringing these products to the 4th CIIE, there's got to be a reason why you chose these certain products. There's got to be this demand either now or in the future for these kind of products here in China. But just overall, give us your lay of the land in terms of how you see China's business environment right now, perhaps how it's evolved in the past few years, and then your outlook for the business environment ahead. Majin, how about let's start with you?
Sure. I think right now we are under this dual circulation scheme. China continues to open up their market or segments. This is a particular case for our automotive industry. In 2020, the maximum 50% foreign equity restriction of commercial vehicle manufacture was actually removed, which means now foreign companies can have 100% wholly owned vehicle manufacture in China. To respond to the change and also to show our commitment, long-term commitment and confidence in China market, Volvo Trucks actually announced in August this year to acquire JMCH, a truck operation in Taiyuan, Shanxi province, from Jiangling Motors. The intention is to locally produce our newly launched the premium trucks in China at the end of next year. Yeah, so I think that means we, Volvo Group, have been in China for almost 30 years. Next year will be our 30 years anniversary. All business areas, all functions and the service right now are current in China. We also have established our full value chain from R&D, purchasing, manufacture, sales in China. We also have good cooperation with local partners, with Dongfeng Group and with SDLG, Shandong Linggong.
Oh, fantastic. So full value chain, just like ABB established here in China, from R&D all the way to after sales. And then Lars, what do you think about the business environment here in China?
Well, first of all, China's seen a remarkable economic development over the past decades. And I think the 14th five-year plan makes it very clear that the focus for the future is going to be on sustainable development and on high quality development. So clear focus on innovation and on sustainability. And I think that's very important to note, because it's important not just for China, but also for the world, because it's addressing several of the mega trends that we're seeing today, whether it's climate change, rapid urbanization, and aging population. I think all of this is going to be addressed, and the key buzzwords here are really then innovation, sustainability, digitization. We have benefited over the last decades from the positive economic growth in China. I already outlined the strong footprint that we have in China. And with the research and development and manufacturing capacities that we do feel very well positioned for the future as well, with the new focus, stronger focus on innovation and on sustainability. We also do see an overall positive business environment. There's strong support from the various levels of government. And I think in your first question, you were raising the pandemic as an example. Also there, I think we've been strongly supported. I think we've been able to protect our employees and their families from a health perspective. But we've also been able to ramp up our businesses pretty quickly in the first quarter last year already, and we've seen strong growth ever since.
Fantastic. And you mentioned sustainability several times, Lars, so let's touch upon that a little bit more, because your technologies, your industrial solutions, can help your clients reduce their carbon footprints. Talk to us maybe a little bit more about that in terms of helping your clients here in China to do that.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we very much welcome China's pledge to peak carbon emissions by 2030 and to become carbon neutral by the year 2060. We do see opportunities in two key areas. One of them is maximizing the utilization of renewable energies.
Yeah.
China's already strongly invested in renewable energies, wind, solar, hydro, but there of course need to be more investments going forward. And we're supporting a lot of our customers in this respect, whether it's on the generation side, or the transmission side, or the storage side. On generation, for example, offshore wind is an area that we're working on a lot to provide reliable operations. The second key area is increasing energy efficiencies. Today, around 75% of global CO2 emissions are in either industry, buildings, or transportation. There's massive potential to actually address that with today's technologies that are already available. So just maybe two simple examples here. If you're attaching a variable speed drive to an electrical motor, such as the one in a pump, you can save around 20% plus in energy.
Wow.
If you're installing smart building solutions compared to conventional solutions in a building, again, you're looking at 20+% in energy savings.
Yeah.
And these are all technologies that are available today that can help address a lot of the challenges that our customers are seeing today.
I mean, if you put it that way, I feel like the market potential here in China is huge in terms of the number of buildings, perhaps, that needs to be retrofitted with these kind of greener technologies. And what about ABB itself? What is the company doing to make sure that it is put on a sustainable footpath itself? Carbon neutrality by 2030, I believe, is ABB's goal for itself. How do you get there?
Yeah, that is correct. So last year, we have published our ABB sustainability strategy for the year 2030. There is, first of all, an element in there in terms of enabling a low-carbon society. There are actually three elements. The first element is the one we talked about just before, which is helping our customers with energy savings. We've set a target for that, 100 megatons by 2030. It's a very large number compared to a 2019 baseline. But we want to lead by example. You said it rightly. So we ourselves are committed to become carbon neutral by the year 2030. And we've started that process already. So over the last 8 years, the greenhouse gas emissions in our factories have reduced by close to 60%. And we already today, in our factories in China, we have close to 30 legal entities in China. We have several of those that are certified national green factories. Now there's more to do with the rest of them, actually. And that's what we are in the process of doing. And that will help us achieve these targets in China, but of course then also globally. And as a third key element, there is the element of preserving resources with a circularity approach. So we're committed to having 80% of our products and solutions covered by the circularity approach in the year 2030, which is our key timeline there. And I think all of these three examples explain that sustainability is not just about ABB or our employees, but it's really about the entire value chain. So it covers our suppliers, our customers, the communities we live in, and we feel we can make a positive contribution for all of those.
Fantastic. I mean, that vision is so clear, I feel, from ABB in terms of how do you get the company from now until carbon neutrality and helping your clients as well to lower their carbon footprint. But for Volvo Group as well, Majin, sustainability is the same level of importance as safety. I mean, safety, I would say, defines Volvo. And right now, sustainability and safety, they are the same level of importance. How does Volvo see this? And then are there perhaps some more challenges for an established, maybe automaker, a traditional company like Volvo to make that green transition? I mean, it's not a Tesla, right? It's not one of these new EV companies that can make the transition from a blank slate. What do you think?
Yeah, our Volvo Group sustainability strategy focus on 3 elements. The first is climate, the second is resources, and third is actually people. On the climate side, the green gas emission is one of the major threats to the planet. There, what we can do is to replace the fossil power by clean energy. On the resources side, everyone knows, the resources is not infinity, and we need to increase efficiency and also take a big step towards the circularity, as Lars also mentioned. On the people side, we are a people-centric company, and we want to really fully utilize everyone's potential and to increase everyone's productivity and also respect the human rights. And the sustainability strategy has been implemented in the full value chain, actually same as what ABB has been doing, from R&D, purchasing, operation, and from upstream supply to the downstream dealers. And we also have promised that in our whole value chain, and we will achieve the green gas emission net zero, and also 100% fossil-free trucks and machines in 2040. It is an ambitious goal, but we believe we will be able to do that if we work with our partners and also the society at large. Of course, the challenges most companies, including Volvo, are facing for our industry, mainly this urbanization and the climate change. More than one half of the population now lives in the city, and we see the trend, the urbanization trend, even will continue. This means it requires more transportation of goods and the people. The side effect, it will have more emission. So in a way, we are part of the problem, but we need to be part of the solution.
Absolutely.
That's as I mentioned. And the climate change, the temperature increase. This year, I think we have also announced our pathway to fulfill the goal defined at the Paris Agreement, and our specific short and midterm target was validated by the Science-Based Target Initiative. We are accelerate the path to be much sustainable and green in the future for the society, for our company as well.
So what does fossil fuel-free trucks mean for the China market? This is sort of, I was asking Lars about what sustainability means for the China market. What kind of market opportunities do you see here? I mean, we definitely need, I feel, EV trucks in China as well.
Yes. I think right now, what we think there are a few solutions. The main purpose is really to replace the fossil power by pure electric trucks. We actually have now a full range Volvo brand electric mid-duty trucks already SOP 2019. So we look forward, we would have similar trucks products available in China in the near future. We also work on the hydrogen trucks. We had a cooperation, we established a joint venture with Daimler. That was announced 2020. Where the company is called Cell-Centric. We will produce the hydrogen truck batteries at a mass scale to promote that. And the third thing is actually to replace the fossil energy by the biofuel. So we see the 3 alternatives to change the fossil power in the future. And that, I understand, are also the same technical solutions recently announced by China. China will do the exact same thing. So we look forward to have a cooperation with local players to achieve our joint goal.
So, I mean, the market potential, the market demand for clean energy trucks in China, I would assume would be huge.
It is.
Huge
yeah,
going
yes,
down the road.
Sure.
Right? And thank you to ABB and Volvo for your contributions, I guess, to China's urbanization drive as well. Because you have a city like Shanghai with close to 25 million people, and Shanghai wants to peak carbon emissions by 2025. This has become a role model city in terms of what a mega global city is doing to get greener and greener. And of course, ABB's technologies, Volvo's green trucks will certainly have a role to play in the green transition of China's major cities, medium-sized cities. I want to touch upon innovation because ABB is going to have a really cool robot factory that's going to come online, I believe, in 2022. Robots making robots, and ABB wants this to be one of the most modern, most flexible manufacturing sites for making robots. Talk to us about that.
Yes, fascinating topic, Michael. We are one of the leading global providers of industrial robots and machine automation. China is our largest market for industrial robots, so we do have a strong manufacturing base for China and for the region here already. We also have a strong footprint in research and development with our Global Research and Development Center that's also based in Shanghai, and where we have co-developed over the last years many of the solutions that we're selling in China as well as globally. So for example, the collaborative robots that I mentioned at the beginning, which we'll have on display at CIIE, they are co-developed here as well.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, we're investing into our new factory here in Shanghai. It's expected to go live in the first half of next year. Highly automated, advanced and flexible, actually I think the world's most automated robotics factory at that point in time. And robots making robot means we will be using our own robots in the manufacturing and assembly process of those robots that we'll be selling to our customers. So that we're really excited about.
Okay, so what is the demand potential like for industrial robots in China? Because we were just in Chongqing in our Rising Star Cities series where we take a deep dive into these very economically dynamic cities in China that have surpassed 1 trillion yuan in GDP. And one of my major takeaways from Chongqing is this upgrade towards advanced manufacturing, because Chongqing used to be an old industrial base of China. And at least from this one city, I feel the demand for industrial robots is huge. We visited car plants, and the precision of these industrial robots is amazing. What is the demand potential for industrial robots?
I mean, we do see, I think, that same potential. We have seen it increasing through the pandemic, because it has changed the way we live, work, and do business. Our customers are increasingly looking for productivity increases, quality increases in flexibility, or also increases in the safety that they can provide to their employees. So these 4 factors, either in isolation or in common, are what's driving the intelligent manufacturing and the upgrading. And also maybe to share a few examples here. So today, through the use of artificial intelligence in the robot's sensing and vision technologies, we've been able to expand how robots are being used and where they're being used. So you mentioned automotive, traditionally using robots for car bodies. They're using robots now for the assembly inside the car, thanks to AI. Also, containers that are offloaded from ships. You can open the twist locks on the containers via a robot, which is also safer than having that done by a human. Again, it's AI powered because these twist locks have different features. Also in the construction industry, robots start being used. So elevator companies, when they're installing the elevators in the shafts, they're drilling holes via robots. This increases quality, of course, but very importantly, it increases safety, because you don't need to have employees in these shafts, which is rather unsafe. We do see greater potential also going forward. So China's robot density, which is the number of robots per 10,000 workers, has over the last years increased quite significantly. It's today above the global average, but it's still a lot lower than the robot density in Korea and Japan, for example. So there is still potential for gaining productivity, quality, etc. increases through intelligent manufacturing in China.
Wow, fantastic. Sounds really exciting. I mean, we're running a bit short on time. We've got maybe a minute and a half left to go, but okay. I really want to get Volvo Group's perspective on innovation as well, because what Lars has mentioned, huge implications for manufacturing, for supply chains around the world. Yeah. What's Volvo's take on all the technology buzzwords, 5G, AI, big data?
Yeah, I think if you go to Volvo's factory, no matter produce trucks or construction equipment, we can see ABB
there we go.
robots. Yeah, the automotive industry is experiencing a revolutionary transformation as well. You know, we see the automation, electric mobility, and the connectivity are the new trends, and Volvo has been present in all these frontier areas. In the automation side, we have a cooperation with a U.S. company, NVIDIA. Yeah, NVIDIA, sorry, NVIDIA. And we also have autonomous transportation solution as a pilot running at a different location globally right now. In terms of electrification, we already talked about, and we just, in October, the North European biggest logistic and shipping company, DFDS, actually ordered 100 heavy-duty Volvo trucks, Volvo Truck Electric. I think that is the biggest order so far. We can see now our customers show stronger interest in electric vehicles. And on the connectivity side, I think Volvo Group also in the industry leading position. Right now, we have over 1 million connected customer assets, no matter trucks or machines. So that is a showcase. We will continue, like what Lars mentioned, to also work with partners to really accelerate the transformation in the future. And our objective for sustainability or innovation is really to transform the world to a better place that we and our next generation want to live in.
Yeah, I mean, really, really great perspectives to start us off for the 4th CIIE, right? I feel excited about the CIIE and just the market potential for ABB and Volvo. I mean, one of the key themes that you find at the CIIE for every single one is this theme of openness, the openness of the China market. And yes, we are seeing some supply chain disruptions right now around the world, but that's temporary. What we see right now in this part of the world, I mean, we have RCEP, we have CPTPP. RCEP, if it comes online, that's going to be huge when it comes to supply chains, when it comes to zero or very low tariffs. That should provide a lot of opportunities for both ABB and Volvo to grow here in the China market. So thank you to you both, Lars Eckerlein of ABB and then Ma Jun of Volvo. I will definitely make sure to check out this robot calligraphy machine, right? How precise is it, Lars? Can it write fancy Chinese, or is it like block characters?
Want to keep you curious.
Curious, so I gotta go
see it.
Okay, so for all our audiences and attendees going to the CIIE, make sure to check out ABB's robot calligraphy. Perhaps we'll show you that. And then Volvo's ship simulator. I think these two things are going to be super cool. Make sure to stay tuned to CGTN as we provide you full coverage all throughout the week of the most exciting products and experiences that we can find at the 4th edition of the China International Import Expo. I'm Michael Wong. We'll see you again soon here in Shanghai.